Hello everyone, we're back in the Stanley Parable. Let's see what other endings we can find in here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
We'll go ahead and skip
Stanley
past
decided to go to the
most
meeting
of this
room.
stuff because
Perhaps he
we've
had simply missed a memo.
already kind of done the whole door clicking thing. You know, walking on 419's desk, which ended up getting us nowhere. Let's see what happens if we do exactly what he tells us to do.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, go to the door on my left. Let's see if he really has my best
Yet
intentions
there
at
was not
heart.
a single person here either.
Okay,
Feeling a
meeting
wave
room.
of disbelief, Stanley
Tips are
decided
not
to go
getting
up
fired.
to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay,
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
upstairs.
boss's office.
This is new. We haven't been upstairs before. Door here. Door's locked. Wow, this place is fancy all of a sudden. Is this the boss's office? That looks like the boss's office. What is this over here? Executive bathroom. Oh, I can't check out their fancy bathrooms, unfortunately. And that is locked. I can tell that there's something behind it. I saw something through the cracks in the doors, but do not know what. Secretary on her lunch break or something.
Stepping into
Ow.
his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human
All these
life.
books.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held
What
from
does it
him?
say?
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind
I am the most
boss's
expensive
desk
boss.
guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
1, 2, 3, 4. What did he say it was? 2, 8, 4, 5?
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley
Okay.
happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh my goodness. Well, this is beginning to reveal quite the plot. What is this going? Why does he have a generator just outside his office? Why would you need a generator? You're in a building that I assume already has electricity. I mean, I would think. Maybe it wants to be on its own separate circuit. Okay. Elevator going down. What's over here? Ooh, is there something over here? Uh-oh. I can't see anything. I think there's something over here, but I don't know for sure. Then again, maybe not. Okay, well I can't see anything over there, so I'm going to assume there's nothing over there. Let's go down. Push the big red button. Okay, so I went up all those stairs only to go back downstairs. Good to know.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This
Sounds like
question
Stanley
would
is just
not
like
go
suddenly
unanswered
becoming
for
sentient.
long.
He's becoming a free thinker. It's not going to end well for Stanley, I can tell.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door
Okay.
that read Mind Control Facility.
Or I could go to the sign that says escape. Which one do I want to go to? Looks like it's like scribbled in crayon. Maybe it's someone wrote it in their own blood. Very subliminal. Mind control facility. Guess we're going in here. See what this is all about. Okay. It's a box with a big button and a light bulb.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Whoa.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to
Like that
himself.
one scene from
Did he have the strength
X-Men.
to find out?
that Professor Xavier uses for finding mutants. Cameras. Some sort of old computer, apparently. Well, let's push the camera button.
Now the monitors jumped to
Oh,
life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the
Oh,
building.
dear.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
What's
And
going on over there?
One of them, eternally monitoring
Oh, maybe those
this
are the ones that
place
were fired.
where freedom meant nothing.
Sometimes I've pushed the button again. Nothing. Okay, last platform is a person. Let's push a button.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Maybe. Because you'd think with such a boring job, he'd have more time to
No.
think freely.
He refused
That's
to
exactly
believe
what
it.
he is
He
doing.
couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control.
So he took an elevator all the way
Never.
down to this room.
It was unthinkable.
Now I'm taking an elevator
Wasn't
all the
it?
way back up
Was it even
somewhere?
possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Some
Here was the
sci-fi
proof,
crap going on
the
here.
heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
Fine.
Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his
can play a
past
song with the
began
buttons.
to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Dismantle? Why couldn't I use it myself? What if I am to become boss? It's a big red button. Waiting input. Why don't I push the big red button? I feel like something bad would happen. But I'm gonna push it anyways. I can't push the big red button. Okay. Never mind then. Test all the buttons. Never know. Oh, there's different color ones here. Okay. Facility power. Mind control idle, awaiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Nah.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I
After
did.
they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
No.
Control?
Yeah, well, yeah, duh.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated
Well,
the
I can't push
network's
off power button
emergency
now.
detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until
Wow.
detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine.
Time to run.
You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it
I
to
remember
your
this game
heart's
is that.
desires.
I'm going for it.
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
Wait,
Mere
this isn't
moments
offline
until
anymore.
The bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time
Correct.
to talk
Is there a
about
big red
you,
green button?
about me, where we're going.
I push that button.
What all this
What did it do?
means, I barely know where to start.
Incorrect. Re-enter passcode. Oh crap. What's the
that?
passcode?
You'd like to know where your co-workers are. A moment of solace before
purple?
you're obliterated.
Incorrect.
All right, I'm in a good
3?
mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
Where's
I
blue 3?
erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
Red button? I'll go
Of
press
course,
the red button.
that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
1.
Other
It's blue.
times, I let the office sink into the ground,
Okay.
swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
Anything
I
else?
have to say this, though. This version of events has
Incorrect.
been rather amusing.
Yellow?
Watching you
I don't
try
know
to
what
make
you're telling me.
sense of everything and take back the control
Button
wrested
hands.
away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But
yellow?
I'm sure whatever
Incorrect.
I come up with on the next
Blue
go-around
3.
will be even better.
I don't know what that means.
My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
This is not
But
gonna end well.
I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Oh boy.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley?
I think
Is
I might have
that
messed
you
it
have
up.
no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did
Oh.
you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Okay,
I mean,
those are big
look at
number
you,
buttons.
Running from
What's this?
button to button.
Voltage
screen
control unit,
to
pressing key to
screen,
send
clicking
power
on
surge?
every little thing in this
Console
room.
disabled.
These numbered buttons. No, these colored
Okay.
ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything.
I
something
have
here
no
will
idea what
save
I am
me.
doing.
Why would you think that,
Failsafe?
Stanley? That this video game
Yeah,
can
press
be
the failsafe.
beaten? One solved? Do you have
Uh-oh.
any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Okay, let's go up here. It's up here.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst
four
to
button.
keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every
Oh,
moment
boy.
that you're powerless. To see you made
Don't think we're gonna solve it this
This is
time.
not a challenge. It's a tragedy.
What is this,
You
all these
wanted
green
to
buttons?
control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first.
That door just
so
closed on me,
you
didn't it?
can't.
Goodbye, employee
Take a look at the
427.
clock, Standard. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then
What is this?
no ending here. Just you
Okay,
being
nothing.
blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to
Hum.
your life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
Do not
Make it
think I'm gonna make it out of this one
or
alive.
It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe
Oh,
me,
there's the
I
5
will
button.
be laughing at every
Maybe those are
second
buttons
of
I'm
your
supposed to be
inevitable
pushing.
life from the moment we fade in until
Well,
the moment I say.
it's nice knowing ya. Well, that was interesting. I want to figure that out again. Let's kind of run that
Stanley
way
knew
and
the office
try
layout
it.
like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others.
I want to
Wherever
figure
they
out that
were.
puzzle.
Just a matter of time.
So we're just gonna run past all this.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, I did.
Yet there was
I wanna
not a
turn the machine
single
on,
person here either.
And I want
Feeling a
to
wave of
promptly
disbelief,
deactivate it, I
Stanley
guess?
decided to go up to his boss's office. Come
I
into
don't
a
know.
staircase.
It's a
Stanley
puzzle. I
walked
have to figure out
upstairs
the
to
puzzle.
his boss's office.
The boss office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was
What
once
was it?
again stunned
2,
to discover
8,
not an
4,
indication
5.
of any human life.
There
Stanley
we go.
was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Apparently, if you rush along, the narrator gets a little upset. Wow, this guy's doing it fancy.
Feeling
Fine.
soothed and rejuvenated,
Please open the door now.
Stanley walked forward into the opened passageway.
There we go. Onward. Now into the elevator. We're gonna figure this out one way or another. It had big numbers, but also had colors, so I don't know. Every time I pushed a button that was the same color, it said incorrect, so
Stanley
we'll
walked
see.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind
Not escape.
Control Facility.
I'm gonna ignore the escape. Push that
The
button.
lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What
Yep,
horrible
I know this.
secret
Come
did
on.
this place hold? Stanley thought.
A lot
to
of
himself.
numbers.
Did
Guessing
he
it's
have
keeping
the
track of all the
strength
employees.
to find out?
Now, cameras.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many
How can you actually
individuals
keep
reduced
track
to images
of
on a
all these
screen.
TVs if you're
And
sitting in
Stanley,
here?
one of them,
That's just way too many to
monitored in this
watch.
place where freedom
You
meant
can watch
nothing.
maybe, I don't know, 12 of them at a time. Where's my elevator?
This mind control facility. It was too horrible
See it up
to
there.
believe. It couldn't be
Bring
true.
it down. There we go.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
And up.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own
I
life
could turn it
in
off this
someone
time.
else's control.
Do I want to do that
Never.
instead?
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even
Or is the same
possible?
thing going to happen
Had
anyways?
he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I don't know. I want to try the puzzle. So let's
But
try
here was
turning
the
it on.
proof, the heart of the operation.
And then complete the
Controls
puzzle. So,
labeled with emotions.
buttons
Happy
1, 2
or
are
sad
over there. 4
or
is up
content.
high.
Walking, eating,
3 is right
working,
there.
All of it monitored
So
and
1,
commanded
2,
from this very
3,
place.
4.
And as the cold reality
5.
of his past began to
I'm
sink
guessing
in,
I have to push those
Stanley
buttons in
decided
order.
that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
On.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Maybe I was the only
Control?
free thinker. You never know.
Oh, Stanley, I
All right,
abhor
where's
your
my
effort,
hint
I really
system?
do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid
Your
you don't
story?
have nearly the power you
I just
think
realized
you
you called
do,
it
for
your
example,
story.
And I believe
This is
you'll
my
find
story.
this
I tell my
personal.
own story.
Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little
that
more fun, isn't it,
green
Stanley?
button?
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now.
know.
Shape it to your heart's
Green
desires.
2?
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so
What is
little
green
time
2?
left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments.
Maybe
each
there's a
one of
button
them
with a 2
is.
on it that's green.
More time to talk about you.
Let's check
about
all these
me,
buttons.
Where we're going. What all this means. I barely know where to start.
Safe disabled.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
No.
A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're going to die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned
Oh.
off the machine. I set you
Is this
free.
green 2?
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story.
Aha.
Sometimes when
There
I
we
tell
go.
it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Now,
Other
I don't know what
times,
the next
I let the
button
office sink into the
is.
ground, swallowing
Is it green
everyone
again?
inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
It is.
I have to say this though, this
What if I just push all the
version has
greens?
been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you gets quite rich.
Okay. Apparently I broke that.
Go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you.
See, I still don't know.
Button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten?
I have no idea.
Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
What's your passcode?
But you really believe there's an answer? How many times will you replay this, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100? 1,000? I look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb lights even mean? Each time you fail. Just you and me and the retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and over.
Are these terminal? Are these spaces numbered?
And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again.
Oh.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
Apparently.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just
that's that. Well then.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count.
No more hints for me, apparently.
It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life.
Fine.
From the moment
you win this time, narrator.
Happily ever up.
Okay. Well. The end is never the end. And we're back. Wait. No, we're not. What is this? This isn't my office. Well, it is my office.
All of his co-workers were
What's going on here?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This is all different. What the heck? That's completely different. There's a hallway outside my office, not a whole lounge. Okay, sure.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
I'm gonna escape this time. Forget the whole machine.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yep. Boss office.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
Apparently I don't even have to push it this time. Apparently the narrator's getting tired of me after so many tries. Going down. We all know the drill. Yep. Keep going.
Walked straight ahead through the large door that read
No, I do not.
Mind Control Facility.
I'm getting out of here.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Okay. Never mind.
But
Never mind.
Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Yep. He says violent death, and I'm tempted to believe him now.
Screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
We know.
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
One more button for the elevator.
This
Always these random cables just kind of laying about
too horrible to
in a
believe
box
they
that
couldn't
could
be
just
true.
easily be kicked over the
Had
edge
Stanley really been under
into
someone's
some
control
unknown
all this
abyss.
time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
But you
No,
are happy, aren't
he
you?
refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Okay.
Here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking,
We'll have to try the
eating,
puzzle another
working,
time.
All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
System
Stanley
power
decided that the
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hello? Am I dead?
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
The chill of death.
Was it over?
I just turned off my brain. I think.
Yes.
Oh, what is this?
He had defeated the machine, unshackled
You sure about
himself
that?
from someone else's command.
Not so sure about
Freedom
that.
was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Literal
How
puzzles.
had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
I see birds.
As sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Nope.
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Trees?
Perhaps his goal had not been to
giant
understand,
door.
but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be.
Well, look at this.
And that was all he needed to know.
Watch, it's just gonna end up
It
being a
was
picture that I
perhaps
run
the
into.
only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool
Well,
breeze upon his
okay.
skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new
I hope you're
path
happy,
before
narrator.
him. This was exactly the way.
I did the exact
right
story
now,
you wanted to tell.
that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Am I in heaven? I'm pretty sure I died and went to heaven. No? Apparently the achievement says I beat the game. Well, there you have it. Well, this has been fun. I think I'm going to keep playing it a little bit more, find out some of the different endings. I really want to figure out that puzzle. It's really kind of complicated. I mean, there's number buttons, and then there's color buttons, and then there's those screens, so who really knows? Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Lets us know we're doing something right and lets you know when the next video comes out. Don't forget to check out our other series. Todd's playing through Dungeons & Dragons Online. That's a lot of fun. That's actually a free-to-play MMO, so if it looks fun in the videos, you can go out and play it yourself. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.